Hello everyone, I am Ritika Susgar, Assistant Professor IT Department. So in the course of Artificial Intelligence, we discuss about Unit 2. So Unit 2 is based on problem solving, where we already discuss about the different problem solving techniques like informed search technique and informed search technique. Okay, so in the informed search technique, there is a one problem solving technique, that is the constraint satisfaction problem. Okay, so in this video we are going to discussing about the constraint satisfaction problem and how to solve this type of problems in artificial intelligence. Okay, so let us discuss first. So we have seen so many techniques like local search to solve the different problems. So the objective of every problem solving technique is one, that is to find a solution to reach to the goal state. So in the local search, there were no constraint on the agents while solving the problems and reaching to it the solution. So we already discussed about different local search technique like hill climbing algorithm. Okay, so in this hill climbing algorithm we get the local technique. Okay, there is a no constraint between finding the different state to reach to the goal state. So there is a no constraint, or there is a no any other rule to find out the best solution. So in this section we will discuss another type of problem solving technique known as constraint satisfaction technique. So by the name suggests, it is understood that the constraint satisfaction means solving the problem under certain constraint or rules. So constraint satisfaction is a technique where a problem is solved when its value satisfies certain constraint or rule of the problem. So such type of techniques leads to the deeper understanding of the problem structure as well as the complexity, as well as its complexity. So in this constraint satisfaction problem, that is CSP, every move in the state space is subject to fulfillment of the certain constraint, which is different from the selection of best fitting state in the best first search or in the hill climbing also. So in this CSP is a program that requires its solution within some limitations or the conditions, that is called as a constraint. So this constraint consists of the set of variables, set of domains, and the set of constraints which are followed by the set of variables. Okay, so here X is the set of variables. So constraint satisfaction problems are depends on three components. First is X is a set of variables. D means it is a set of domains where the variables resides. So there is a specific domain for each variable. C is a set of constraint which are followed by the set of variables. Okay, and the constraint value consists of pair of scope and the relation. Okay, so in this constraint satisfaction domain are the spaces where the variables resides and the following problem specific constraint. So these are the three main elements of this constraint satisfaction techniques. The value consists of pair of scope and the relation. So here what is mean by scope? So scope is a tuple of variables which participate in the constraint, and relation means what? Which include the list of values which the variables can take to satisfy the constraint of the problem. So we can use this type of constraint satisfaction problem in job scheduling also, supply chain management also, CPU job scheduling, and other optimization problems also. So for example, the standard propositional satisfiability problem. So it may be viewed as a constraint satisfaction problem where the variables are to be assigned boolean values with the constraint with some rules, and it's specified by the clauses also. So constraint imposed on the previous state also propagate to the next state. So if there is a violation of the constraint, so we need to backtrack and try to the another branches in the tree construction. So the constraints only specify the relationship without specifying the computational procedure to enforce the relationship. So it is usually common to encounter the many similar problems to be solved, like job scheduling, supply chain management, CPU job scheduling, and the other optimization problems also. Okay. So how these three variables or how these three components are used in the constraint satisfaction problem. So let us discuss here with one example. The requirement to be solved the constraint satisfaction problem is required state space. We required one state space and the notion of the solution. Okay, स्टेट स्पेस हमें लगेगी एंड कौन से टाइप का सॉल्यूशन हमें चाहिए उसके अकॉर्डिंगली हम क्या करेंगे, हमारे प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व करेंगे. सो वी रिक्वायर द स्टेट स्पेस एंड द नोशन ऑफ द सॉल्यूशन. So state space is defined by the assigning the values to the sum or all variables such as x1 v1, x2 v2 and so on. Okay, so see here there is a representation of this constraint satisfaction problem by using one example, that is the Sudoku playing example. Okay, so we have to solve this type of puzzle and the solution is like this. Okay, so here we have the puzzle like this. So this is a Sudoku playing example. All some values are already placed in these boxes and we have to solve this type of puzzle, and after solving the solution is like this. Okay, so this type of problem we have to solve by using the CSP. So we require the three things here. First is the variable, second thing is the domain, and the C is a set of constraint. So to solve this type of problem, the variables are here. So this is our 9 by 9 matrix. Okay, 9 rows and 9 columns, 9 by 9 matrix, where we have the 9 rows and 9 columns. Okay, that means total 81 places. Okay, 9 rows, 9 columns. So total we have the 81 numbers or 81 blocks. So here we can say that in this example the variables is x is equal to, x is what, our variable. So x is what, 81 variables. We have 81 variables here, 81 variables. But so in this example for solving the Sudoku we have 81 variables, total 81 variables. But in this type of example we have already placed values. Okay, 4, 2, 6, 5, already we have this type of values. Okay, so we have to remove these values from this 81. So 81 minus if I am considering these values are 30, so we have to remove 81 minus 30, so we get this type of variables. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Okay, so if I am considering here we have total 81 variables minus 29. Okay, so जितने भी नंबर रिमेनिंग होगा वो हमारे पास क्या होंगे, वेरिएबल्स होंगे. ओके, जो भी आंसर होगा ये क्या होगा, हमारे पास वेरिएबल्स होंगे. देन नेक्स्ट थिंग क्या चाहिए हमें, second thing is a set of domains. Okay, D is equal to, D means what, set of domains. So what is domain here? So it is a set of domains where the variables resides. Okay, so अगर मैं एक वेरिएबल सिलेक्ट करती हूँ, 4 एक क्या, एक हमारा वेरिएबल है, 2 भी एक अनदर वेरिएबल है, ये भी क्या है हमारे पास एक बॉक्स जो है वो भी एक वेरिएबल, हम उसको यूज़ करेंगे. सो डोमेन मीन्स व्हाट, द सेट ऑफ डोमेन्स वेयर the variables are resides. Okay, so if I am considering this is our variables, so how to select the domain? So domain is what, we are placing the values between 1 to 9. Okay, 1 to 9 इसी नंबर्स को हम क्या करेंगे, ये वेरिएबल्स के अंदर यूज़ करेंगे. सो यहाँ पे 4 यूज़ किया है. सो 4 इज़ वॉट 1 to 9 के बीच में आता है, 2 भी 1 to 9 के बीच में. सो ये जो रिमेनिंग प्लेस है यहाँ पे मैं क्या करूँगी, ये जो वेरिएबल की प्लेस है इसके ऊपर मैं कौन सा डोमेन अप्लाई करूँगी, बिटवीन 1 to 9 ओनली. 10 में यूज़ नहीं कर सकती, 11 12 कोई भी वैल्यू को मैं यहाँ पे यूज़ नहीं कर सकती. सो डोमेन क्या होगा, हर एक वेरिएबल के लिए हम डोमेन क्या सिलेक्ट करेंगे, द वैल्यू इज बिटवीन 1 to 9 ओनली. ओके. एंड थर्ड कंपोनेंट इज व्हाट, कंस्ट्रेंट. ओके, कंस्ट्रेंट मीन्स व्हाट, द सेट ऑफ रूल्स. सो कौन से रूल्स हम अप्लाई करेंगे टू सॉल्विंग दिस टाइप ऑफ सुडोकू प्रॉब्लम. सो सी इज अ set of constraint which are followed by the set of variables. Okay, followed by the set of variable. So in this type of sudoku we कौन से टाइप के रूल्स हमें अप्लाई करने पड़ेंगे to solving this type of puzzle. So the constraint is what here, each row and column containing the unique value. Okay, अगर मैं ये रो फर्स्ट वाली रो सिलेक्ट करती हूँ, सो ये रो के अंदर मुझे वैल्यूज़ क्या चाहिए, बिटवीन 1 to 9 ओनली. ओके, यूनिक चाहिए, रिपीटेड नहीं होनी चाहिए. ओके, 1 to 9. अगर मैं हर एक रो के लिए ये अप्लाई हो जाएगा. अगर मैं ये कॉलम अगर सिलेक्ट करती हूँ, सो ये कॉलम के अंदर कौन से वैल्यूज़ को मैं यूज़ कर सकती हूँ, 1 to 9 ओनली. यूनिक वैल्यूज़ होनी चाहिए, रिपीटेड नंबर नहीं होना चाहिए. ओके. एंड जो भी मेरे पास जो 9x9 मैट्रिक्स है उसके अंदर अगेन मेरे पास 3x3 मैट्रिक्स है. 3x3 के से कितने बॉक्सेस है मेरे पास, 9. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. सो ये जो एक 3x3 का मैट्रिक्स है 9 बॉक्सेस का, इसके अंदर भी मुझे क्या चाहिए, ओनली 1 to 9 यूनिक वैल्यू चाहिए, रिपीटेड वैल्यूज़ नहीं चाहिए. ओके. सो दिस इज़ अ कंस्ट्रेंट. So we have to solve this type of puzzle by using this constraint. Each row and each column containing the unique values between the 1 to 9 only, and each 3x3 matrix containing the unique value between the 1 to 9 only. Okay, so by using this type of components we can solve the Sudoku puzzle by using the set of variables, by using the set of domains, by using the set of constraint. Okay, and the solution is like this. Okay, so see here, so this first column containing the unique values between 1 to 9, this first row also containing the values between 1 to 9, and the 3x3 matrix also containing the values between 1 to 9 only. Okay, so this is a Sudoku playing example for this constraint satisfaction problem. So the next thing is, so this is a simple representation of constraint satisfaction problem. Then, so how to solve this type of problem? So until the complete solution is found, or until all the paths has lead to dead end, so we have to do this loop continuously. Select an unexpected node if the search graph, node of the search graph, then apply the constraint inference rule to the selected node to generate all the possible new constraints. If the set of constraints contains the contradiction, then report that this path is dead end. If the set of constraints describe the complete solution, then report success. If neither a contradiction nor a complete solution has been found, then apply the problem space rule to generate the new partial solutions that are consistent with the current set of constraints and insert this partial solution into the search graph. Okay, so this is a simple constraint satisfaction problem algorithm. So in constraint satisfaction problem, the assignment of values to a variable can be done in 3 ways. The first thing is a consistent or the legal assignment. So in that, the assignment which does not violate any constraint or a rule is called as a consistent or the legal assignment. Then second assignment is the complete assignment. So an assignment where every variable is assigned with a value and the solution to this constraint satisfaction problem remains consistent Such assignment is known as a complete assignment. And the third assignment is the partial assignment. So an assignment which assigns values to the sum of the variables only, not for the all the variables. In the complete assignment we are assigning the values to the all the variables, so this is called as a complete assignment. But if you are using the partial assignment, so in that the values are assigned for the sum of variables. Such type of assignment is called as a partial assignments. Okay, the next thing is the types of domains in a CSP. So there are two types of domains which are used by the variables. The first domain is the discrete domain. So it is an infinite domain which can have one state for the multiple variables. One state for the multiple variables. For example, the start state can be allocated infinite times for each variables. Okay, so this is a discrete domain. So example is scheduling number of days from now. Okay, so this is a infinite. Start date हमें पता है, but कब तक ये चलेगा ये हमें नहीं पता है. So this is a scheduling number of days from now. So it is a infinite domain. So जो भी हमारे variables क्या होंगे, यहाँ पे days होंगी. अगर मैं करंट डे से अगर स्टार्ट करती हूँ तो नंबर ऑफ डेज इन्फाइनाइट में जाएंगे. ओके, सो नंबर ऑफ डेज मीन्स व्हाट, वेरिएबल्स. सो दिस इज कॉल्ड द इन्फाइनाइट डोमेन or a discrete domain. So second domain type is a finite domain. So it is a finite domain which can have the continuous state describing one domain for one specific variable. So it is also called as a continuous domain. Okay, so the examples for this finite domain is a 8-queen problem of map coloring. Okay, 8-queen problems के अंदर हमारे पास variables कितने होंगे, 8 क्वींस मीन्स 8 वेरिएबल्स को हमें क्या करना है, यूज़ करना है. सो यहाँ पे जो भी क्वींस है वो क्या हमारे फाइनाइट है, 8 क्वीन को ही हमें बस यूज़ करना है कंटिन्यूस डोमेन के अंदर. एंड सिमिलरली फॉर द मैप कलरिंग प्रॉब्लम, अगर हमारे पास स्पेसिफिक मैप गिवन है, सो मैप को हमें क्या करना है, कलर करना है अकॉर्डिंग टू दी कंस्ट्रेंट. ओके, सो दिस इज ऑल्सो द फाइनाइट डोमेन. So these are the two types of domains. First is the discrete domain and the second thing is the finite domain. So next is the constraint satisfaction problem as a search problems. अगर कोई भी प्रॉब्लम को अगर हमें सॉल्व करना है बाय यूजिंग CSV, सो कौन से फॉर्मूलेशन हमें पता होना चाहिए. सो देयर इज़ वन इंक्रीमेंटल फॉर्मूलेशन. फर्स्ट वी हैव द स्टेट्स which is a consistent assignment. All the states are is in the form of a consistent assignment. Consistent means what? Where the assignments which does not violate any constraint or a rule. So it is called as a constraint assignment, consistent assignment. The second thing is the initial state, empty assignment. First हमारे पास state क्या होनी चाहिए, initially empty होनी चाहिए. Then successor functions, कौन से functions को हमें use करना है, assign any not yet assigned variables and the resulting assignment still is a consistent. Okay, then goal state is what, assignment is completed and the path cost constant cost 1 for the each step. जैसे जैसे हम स्टेप को इम्प्रूव करेंगे, फंक्शंस को यूज़ करेंगे, स्टेट को इंक्रीज करेंगे, उस वजह से हमारी पाथ कॉस्ट क्या होगी, इंक्रीज होगी बाय 1. ओके, सो दिस इज अ पाथ कॉस्ट. Next is the constraint types in the constraint satisfaction problem. So there are different types of constraint used. So with respect to the variable, basically there are following types of constraint based on the variables. So first is the unary constraint. So it is the simplest type of constraint that restricts the value of a single variable only for the single variable. Binary constraint, it is a constraint which relates the two variables. A value x2 will contain the value which lies between x1 and x3. Next is the global constraint. It is a constraint type which involves an arbitrary number of variables. Next is the linear constraint. This type of constraints are commonly used in the linear programming where each variable containing an integer value exist in the linear form only. Okay, and a non-linear constraint, This type of constraints are used in the non-linear programming where each variable and integer values exist in the non-linear form. Okay, so these are the different types of constraint: unary, binary, global, linear and non-linear. Okay, so in the next video we are going to discuss about the constraint satisfaction problems. Okay, that means map coloring problem, sudoku problem, graph coloring, crypto arithmetic problem also. Okay, thank you.